how you do it.
Hello everybody and welcome back to German Auto Works, where we're here at Anglesey for round 2 of the Tegua Club Enduro Championship. So here we are, we're actually currently lined up ready for qualifying. Testing went well on Friday. We made quite a lot of setup changes to the car. Obviously, second race for this car. Anglesey doesn't really suit the M4. It's quite a big, heavy car. It kind of suits the lightweight, things like this here, this Ginetta. So we've got a work cut out for us, but we are confident because we've got the Wonder Boy behind the wheel. He's actually currently getting changed. All the team is super excited. We've got the guys, the sponsors from America, Bicyclehaus here. They've had a fantastic weekend so far. And yeah, we're just going to see where we shape up and hopefully it's at the sharp end. Okay, so we can do a little paddock walk just while everyone's lining up, talk about our competition a little bit. Got Dark Side Developments on the grid this year. They were here last year, they did really well in their Golf. These are running diesel cars, so they've got 2 Audis, one of them's petrol, one of them's diesel, and they are, by the look of things, using the diesel one today, which is cool. We then got a Ginetta G20, Anglesey, probably going to be really up there today. They were really good at Croft, they had a really unlucky time with reliability, but definitely one to watch. The TCR of Colin Gillespie, the man from Scotland, the fast Scot. Bought the car after having a bit of bad luck with some of the cars that he had before. He's absolutely loving the TCR car. And then we got the area guys, new to this year, VW Golf. They've decided they wanted to build their own cars. They were using a TCR car before, they've won the championship 3 times in a row. But this year they've come out with their own car, big respect. It's sort of the same as what we're doing, factory car to race car. They're right up there, they won the Road Sports race yesterday and they look pretty sweet, to be honest. We've got Rob Baker and Carl Swift and Luke Hanley driving solo, so definitely ones to watch. Okay, that's qualifying done. Tough session for us. Literally the top 3, well, apart from the Lotus, the 3 below that are split by half a second. We went out on our first stint, we were quite light on fuel. That was where we put in our best lap. We came back in, we went out again, we tried a slightly different setup, but we wasn't improving, so we brought the car in. P4, I'm happy with that. It's an endurance race at the end of the day, and consistency is key. So we're looking to stay out of battles, and we're at the sharp end, so we're happy.
Yeah, so we've just coming from quali, finished P4, a couple of attempts off P3. P1 is out of reach at the moment. I'm very happy with where we came. Put a new set of the Reza on, and we put some more rake on the car. The car feels really good following some of the quick guys. Yeah, really happy with how it feels. The M4 is a very reliable car out of the box, so we know we're going to be reliable, and we know the car is good. So yeah, we're in a good spot for the race today, and yeah, excited to get going.
Go on then.
Straight up.
Alongside the BMW M4 solo driven car for Joel Oswick. And he doesn't want to touch that Seat because I suspect that's a lot stronger than the Ginetta if there was any contact, which there is now because Alex Livesey's going to the side of him. And who's going to appear? Well, the Ginetta's back into second. Of Cole Swift, who's got himself up ahead at the start of the race of Joel Oswick, the 20-year-old, so one of the youngest drivers on the grid there, Joel, who won the John Miles Award presented by the 750 Motor Club for the most promising young driver within the club last year, and is continuing to prove his worth in this leading, well, second place group, I guess it is really, isn't it, Johnny? Solo driven. A shout out for the other classes. Scott Parkin leads in Class B, and in Class C, David Lawrence leads in the early stages of this race. So interestingly, Cole Swift, who Joel Oswick, who didn't race yesterday, in fact the only one in this group, isn't he, who's just racing today in this M4, is putting him under all sorts of pressure at this stage, Johnny.
Yeah, again, interesting brake application, and the power out of the corner from the BMW M4 was so much more rapid. Carl Swift had to jump from one side of the road to the other in order to defend. That's just about okay, I think, if it's one movement into the braking area, as again Joel Oswick is super late on the brakes in the big BMW M4. This is drawing in Dylan Brichter and Colin Gillespie then in the following car. So Audi TT ahead of Seat Cupra with the tartan nose of Colin's car that he shares with Phil Drybra. He's in later on.
Scenario, he was struggled with this car, now he's running wide again. He struggled with this car at Croft and it was oversteering a lot, but in this one, Johnny, it seems to be different issues. He was understeering there through the hairpin.
Whereas the rear-wheel drive BMW M4 was laughing because it had all the power delivered from the rear wheels. That actually helped the BMW to rotate, and then it gets extra good grip and traction off the corner, so helping Joel Oswick. And if we carry that theory over to the Mark Grice driven Seat Cupra, maybe Oswick can close in on that very swiftly indeed.
Joel Oswick is pulling clear then of the Cupra behind Colin Gillespie. So Joel Oswick, the driver from Hertfordshire, who's only been racing for a couple of years, was the Class C champion last year. This BMW M4 is a 2016 car. It's got a twin turbocharged 6-cylinder engine, so lots of power in that machine. It's powering the rear wheels of the BMW M4 with a lot of front-wheel drive machinery around. Really, the other rear-wheel machinery are both lightweight cars, the Ginetta and the Lotus up front, but the BMW, a big heavy car, like the front-wheel drive cars, but it's being pushed along rather than pulled along.
As the ultimate indication, Joel not here yesterday, we don't have any kind of yardstick really as to what sort of pace the BMW can offer us, but I think it is quicker than the two cars ahead leads the race.
Oh, and the other Lotus is off. The Magdalena King has had a second off. This time she is on the grass. She's gone through one of the corner markers out of turn one, so that would have been a big spin.
very wide approach into the banking for the Ginetta. This is surely Joel Oswick's opportunity to get alongside Alec Livesley, but the pace of the Ginetta is very good off the corner, and the big BMW still can't make that work. Fascinating battle this, because the Beamer looks better on the brakes, but there's real speed from the Ginetta as it pulls away from the slower corners.
Having many long straights, as you said, the brakes on that car are mighty, and old Oswick hides the Ginetta out of view as he gets alongside, but the G20 hangs on. This is a great drive from Alec Livesley, and Oswick well out over the curb, sideways in the M4. How often have we seen that when it starts to rain? Cars get up over the curves.
Do it.
As well, running two parts often. So, but it was glorious to see it in such sunny conditions, this venue, yesterday, and then very changeable today. You have to keep your eyes keen to the skies to know what's going to happen next. And for Rob Boston, well, previously Will Stacey was being asked to extend the gap on several occasions. Now Rob having to tend to his, what will this be, second safety car for Rob? Or first?
I think for him, yeah, because the other two were early, weren't they?
Yeah, but we've had, this is the fourth.
Oh, yeah, I
now,
forgot about
isn't
the one in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to remember whether during the third one, whether Rob had taken charge of them. There's doors right up against the concrete.
As you can see now, there is some damage, isn't there? I don't know if we can get that shot back we just had a moment ago. If you look at the front of the car, we can move forwards a little bit and down. There's a bit of damage, isn't there? So the car did just clip the tyre wall. Hopefully not too bad, but
form the grid from the result of the first bit of the race.
Lap gaps, I think, have stayed the same, and Joel Oswick stops.
No! What's happened there? Well, I did talk about heat soak earlier on and the fact that cars do not like to circulate at slow speed. The car that was in third position has pulled off the road on the exit of the banking and is thankfully in a relatively safe position for everyone else to overtake it. But Joel Oswick's BMW, that has been a real star of this race to this point, would appear that it's going to go no further unless he can do some sort of reset on it. He's just turned the engine off, I think, or certainly taken his foot off the brake. Quick chat with the marshals. Their indication was, I think, straight toe or not going any further.
One of the guys on the German AutoWorks headset, now a big shake of the head. So I think whatever Joel is telling the team would suggest bad news. Well, the car stopping suggests bad news, really. But some of the team now are all heading back to their garage, aren't they? So they are expecting the BMW M4 that was running so well in only its second race to be heading towards the pit lane. And this is going to extend the safety car period.
Back up in the air. Yeah, go on. There's your wood back.
I think these are the ones to learn from, right?
Straight. Left, straight. Stop.
Come on, everyone.
Thanks.
We're all still in one piece. Car still looks good. Oh. Well done, everyone.
Take you a driver of the day from our title sponsor. Cheers, And after an exciting race, unfortunately thwarted in the last stages, decided this should be awarded to Joel Oswick.
What up, mate?
I don't know what to say. What, 10 minutes from the end? Low pressure fuel pump goes. You know, you can't write this stuff. But this is one of the reasons why I want to do these videos. I want to show people that you can't just turn up and race at these things. It takes a tremendous amount of effort, time, dedication, people dedicating their time. You know, it's not easy. And this is 90% of what happens. Winning is great, but it comes very rarely. Come here. What do we think, Jack?
We'll get them next time. Area don't stand a chance when we were on full form.
Ooh. So, as we move forwards, we've got great things that came from today. Great pace in the dry, great pace in the wet, great pace on our low weight settings, and great pace on our heavy weight settings in terms of our fuel loads. Definitely up there with the big boys. We have some improvements to bring to Alton Park. We're going to actually go with a lower power ECU from a standard M4. We're currently running the M4 competition tune, but for us to actually get that M4 original tune, which is 224 horsepower, we need to change the ECU. Once we've done that, we can run the car even lighter, so we're going to be less fuel burn, we're going to have less tyre wear and more reliability. Next race is Alton Park, one that we have experience at and we quite enjoy. So from Anglesey, it's been tough, but I've still enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.
Get a video of that. That's a meme right there. Hello, mate.
How do we feel, mate?
Fucking depressed.
It's horrible, man.
This is 2 months on the trot. Robbed.
Yeah, that's the feeling right now.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to say, is there?
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah.